I would like to not be recorded, thank you.
So what are you guys doing?
So what are you doing?
I'm videoing you.
Oh, I'm videoing you.
Don't film me. You can't tell me why.
You just came out and
I'm
said...
gonna go down 911. We'll find out why.
You have your camera on?
Do I have it on? Yes, ma'am. It's all the lights are flashing on the phone.
I feel very threatened up here.
How's it going, guys? Watching the Watchman here, coming to you from Galveston, Texas, at the Galveston Post Office. And today, as usual, I'm out with Amagansett Press, and we're going to take some video here on public property and go inside the public building and see if the folks here respect our First Amendment right to do so. So we'll see how it goes. And while we're standing here, I encourage you guys to check out my other social medias and read the description for any info that you might be wondering about. A lot of you guys don't read the description, and I put a lot of info down there. Names, all the people we deal with if we get their name, and contact info for agencies and stuff like that. So check that out at the end of the video if you plan on making any phone calls and giving any productive feedback, depending on how this goes.
Yeah, it is what it is. And I always like to take a moment to recognize all the...
And recently I've been doing flag checks. A lot of you guys wanted to see me do that. So these flags look like they're in pretty good shape. Not really even faded from the sun, and don't look all that frayed or anything, so it's good on them.
A little windy out here, huh?
Yeah, it's a little bit colder than it was in Austin.
Yeah, it is. Beach is right over that way. Be nice if we could have gotten you a view of the beach.
Yeah, you can't see the beach from here, but beach is close by. If you guys never been here, Galveston is an island. So unfortunately you need a commercial drone license to roll any drone footage on YouTube. So I'll try to get some drone footage later on if the wind dies down a little bit, and hopefully put that on Instagram.
See if I can get you a shot of that.
So we have a Galveston police vehicle here. Commercial vehicle enforcement.
That's what's happening here today at the post office. Famous last word.
And as usual, when we go to federal facilities here, AP is not exercising his 2A today because unfortunately that's against federal law. Need to do something about that. But I doubt that'll change anytime soon. Let's see how it goes.
You want to check out the signs on the door first, or go take a look at the loading dock and like the employee parking area?
I guess we could check out the back first.
Okay. Sounds good. And hopefully, guys, you aren't going to suffer too much from the wind noise. We've been having a lot of success the way we have everything set up, and I think the wind's been pretty under control with our mics. But this is some extreme wind out here. We're right on the Gulf Coast, and I won't know how it sounds until I get back to my desk, but hopefully it's not too bad for you. But I can assure you, once we go inside, the wind noise will go away, so stand by.
So as you can see here, pretty standard fence, barbed wire, and chained up there. But what I'm noticing is there aren't any no trespassing signs anywhere. So if the gate were to be open, I don't think there's anything they could do except ask you to leave about you going back there. This is the county court right next door. Pretty big building. So we have some employees standing out there.
Oh, outside washing their cars on the public dime. That's interesting, huh?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Funny how they all just went inside. Yeah, one guy was cleaning the red car that's next to the white car. The other two people were standing there watching them, and as soon as we got here with our cameras, they all peeled inside. So, get you a look here over the fence.
Already scattering when they see us outside, wait until we go in.
Well, that would be, I mean, I'm just assuming things, and I'm not accusing anybody of anything, but that's interesting if they're just outside washing their personal vehicles.
Yeah.
So, what time is it here? 2:27, so I don't know, maybe somebody's on lunch, maybe it's a perfectly innocent situation, but certainly hope they're not out there while they're getting paid washing their cars.
Oh, they all went back on the loading dock over there, you could see it.
Oh, they're back outside now?
Yeah.
Seagulls. Yeah, this is actually the first time the Watchman and I have seen, well, it's the Gulf of Mexico, but the first time we've seen the sea in 2 years.
Yeah.
Since we left New York. So, it was nice pulling into Galveston, coming over the causeway, getting to see the ocean, or the Gulf, I should say. The sea. Let's just call it the sea, because I want to pretend it's the ocean. And the smell of that salt there. So, we'll take a look at what kind of signs we have on the outside.
Sure, yeah.
All right, so we have the typical no pew-pews on the property sign.
This is called
face
the Bob
covering.
Lyons Station.
No, Bob Lyons Station. There you go. Cool. Recommended on that front. Thought I was getting jumped. Hours, federal holidays. Yeah. So that wraps up the signage on the front of the door. Very minimal signage here. So yeah, let's we'll stay out here for a few minutes, I guess, right?
Yeah, might
See
as
what's
well.
going on. You want to check out this side of the
Yeah,
door?
that's what I was gonna say. This is probably some of those windows that look right into the retail area, but then they get mad when you film the retail area.
Probably. Well, they have all the blinds closed because of the sun.
Wow.
Yeah, we're getting dive bombed. Well, I'll say one thing. I don't know if it's because the wind's blowing it all away, but very minimal garbage on this property.
Yeah.
Post office properties are usually on the landscaping area around the sides of the building are usually a mess.
Oh, I see some plastic shimmering around in those.
There's a little bit, but
yeah.
like I said, it might be the wind that's
Yeah.
keeping it clean for them. But,
Yeah, they
cleaner
don't-
than most.
Yeah, they don't have the standard USPS garbage pile anywhere.
No. It is very windy here. If you guys, I didn't miss it either, guys. When you look at the flag, there's some very minor tattering on the edges of the flag, but you know, playing both sides here, I would imagine that it's very difficult with the amount of wind you have here on the Gulf Coast to keep a brand new flag up there. So that's in, I would say that's in decent condition, but somebody needs to keep an eye on it.
Yeah.
Right.
So that's interesting.
What's that?
I just remembered I had somebody comment saying we should check whether or not the disabled access doors work. I guess they're in a wheelchair or something, but I'm not seeing any.
Yeah, they don't even have a handicap button. You know, the buttons they usually have next to the doors.
Yeah, so they don't have any ADA access here.
Yeah. That's interesting. Good point.
Unless it's like back here, but I doubt it. No.
Nothing on the side?
No.
I would like to not be recorded, thank you.
helped watch me since he was a little kid, guys. Make your decisions based not on what you want, but rather what consequences you would rather face. So basically, this woman does not want to be on camera. She would have just walked out, gone to her car and left. Nobody would have even looked at her twice. But when you announce to people right into the lens that you don't want to be on camera and attract attention to yourself, you know, you might be, I'm just suggesting that you might be creating the opposite result for yourself than you'd like to. And now she's taking some pictures of us, which I'm perfectly fine with. And I wish she would have been interested in having a conversation about her rights. Would have loved to tell her she has some. It was like the guy at the Austin post office yesterday. I was talking to the supervisor of the post office. The guy comes up behind my back yelling, "I don't want to be on your camera." I didn't even know he was there.
Yeah. The box guy, yeah, he's amazing.
So I believe he did want to be on my camera. And he wanted that there. So I'll leave it with you out.
Claim you don't want to be on camera and end up making a spectacle out of yourself in a video. It's amazing the logic that some people have.
Both in Texas here. Interesting. Human behavior is fascinating. Maybe not.
So what are you guys doing?
So what are you doing?
I'm videoing you.
Oh, I'm videoing you.
Good. What for?
What are you videoing me for?
Because I think it's an intrusion in privacy.
I think it's not. So you're welcome to video me all day long. You'll never find another guy as handsome as me in Galveston.
My camera broke.
Your camera broke. My delete button broke.
What are you guys doing?
Sorry?
What are you doing?
What am I doing?
Yeah.
That's a weird question. What are you doing?
No, I'm just wondering why you're filming.
Oh. I don't know. Just what I do.
Are you making is it a project?
Is it, I'm sorry?
Is it like a project?
Is it a
Look,
project?
if you put me in your movie, I need half the fucking money.
No, I'm just curious.
You know what? I don't like to get into conversations while we're doing what we do because I don't want to create a disturbance or bother anybody. But if you're here when I'm done, I'd be happy to tell you exactly what I'm doing.
So you're not going to say it. It's just making people uncomfortable. So you're just wondering.
Well, you're kind of making me uncomfortable walking up asking me what I'm doing. I'm not bothering you. I didn't start a conversation with you. And I kind of just told you what I'm doing, and I don't even need to tell you what I'm doing because it's extremely obvious.
Oh yeah, you're filming everyone, but I just want to know why.
Well, I told you when I'm done, I'd be happy to explain it to you. Not an issue. While I'm working, I tend to just stick to what I'm doing.
Are you working for them?
I'm just going to cut the conversation off there because you're obviously not going to be satiated by my answer.
You haven't given me an answer.
I've given you the answer I'm going to give you. You just have to choose to accept it.
Okay, you're just making people uncomfortable. So if they call the police, how does that make you feel?
If they call the police will come and tell them that we're allowed to be here and the police will leave.
Okay, they might learn. Just so you know.
I'm not worried about the police, man. It
Okay.
doesn't warm me up or pull me down.
Sounds good.
Hello, how are you? So that means somebody definitely is calling.
Yeah. I mean, she's gonna go in and call the
That means
police right
she's
now.
gonna go,
Yeah.
yeah. Make sure
Sure.
that somebody calls.
Why y'all are videoing us, dudes?
I'm sorry?
Is there a reason why we're being videoed?
Is there a reason why you're being bit? I'm just here doing what I do, man.
So what's the reason why you're putting me on your camera and I want to know why? That's
I
not
want to know a
right.
lot of things nobody will
Then
tell
take
me.
me off your fucking camera.
I'm sorry?
Take me off your camera.
Take you off my camera?
Don't film me. You can't tell me why.
You just came out and
I'm
said...
gonna go down 911. We'll find out.
Okay, you do that. So there's the prime example. She She doesn't want to be on camera, so she comes out, sticks her face in the camera, and says, "I don't want to be on your camera."
Yeah, she was already inside, completely out of view.
And there's another entrance on the other side of the building. She could have just gone out that way and left. Not sure what that's all about, but I don't know.
It seems like people have a issue with minding their own business here. It's like everybody's worried about what everybody else is doing.
Yeah, it's true.
What are you guys doing?
Sorry?
What are you doing?
Just taking some video of the post office, man. Thank you. Have a good day.
What were you saying?
I'm just going to walk over here a little bit, so if the big lady comes out, she doesn't get in our face and create a disturbance and blame me for it.
Yeah.
Dial 911. You know, I can almost wrap my head around if somebody said, "I'm going to go call the police non-emergency number, just ask them if you're allowed to be doing this," or "I'm going to go speak to the supervisor or the postmaster or the manager, find out if you're allowed to be doing," just screaming, "I'm going to dial 911."
Yeah.
Like it's their personal protection service.
Yeah, well, weaponized police force, you know? People only call the cops when you're not doing anything wrong.
Right. People only want to enforce the law on you. They don't want it enforced on them. And I've never, I mean, I don't know, guys. I'm from New York originally. And, you know, the way I was raised, walking up to people on the street demanding to know what they're doing out of nowhere for no reason is a dangerous endeavor in some situations. You know, they're luckily, obviously, those of you who know us and follow us know that we're not dangerous at all. But some people are. And, you know, I wouldn't recommend walking up to people, screaming at them, demanding to know what they're doing. That's not the smartest thing in the world to do. You know, some people might not, as they say down here, some people might not take kindly to that sort of thing. But, you know, and I'm also, it's hard, guys, because we walk a fine line between, I try to remain respectful, but at the same time, I'm not looking to bow down to somebody's whim. So it's a fine line, and I try to walk it as carefully as I can. And if somebody crosses that line, then I'm happy to step over and, you know, do whatever they want to do. But I think people should just mind their business and do what they do. That's what I don't ask anybody what they're doing. Wow, these people are screaming at us from the road.
Yeah, that lady is back of that SUV with the boat.
And how much you bet? How much you want to bet they don't want to be on camera? It's very funny. And can you imagine the shitstorm that they've brewed up inside of there? Everybody's probably talking about it out loud as they can, kind of a scene, and create some kind of like anger and response to what we're doing.
Yeah.
Herd mentality kicking in, guys.
Yeah, well, I bet what happened is that girl that came up to you when the big lady walked in, she didn't even care, and then she came right back out.
Right.
She probably said something.
Right, because somebody else was concerned.
Yeah.
But then the funny part is if there was an actual threat in front of any one of these people, most police officers included, they wouldn't even see it. Because I always say, if I wanted to secret myself and I wanted to walk in here and film everything covertly, it'd be much easier than doing this. We're purposely going out of our way. You can see the stick Watchman has in his hand. I have the same stick on my camera. So, not trying to secret ourselves, not trying to hide what we're doing. This guy's all right, he was smiling. So I'm relatively certain we have the police on the way.
I'm sure, yeah.
And then what'll happen is, shock and awe, the police will show up, we'll have the conversation with them. Odds are, they will tell the post office that we have the right to be here, or that there's nothing they can do about it, and leave. But you never know, guys. You never know if you're going to get some kind of a rogue officer or a tyrant here that's going to stomp all over our rights, throw us off the property, and handle it the wrong way. And that's what we're here to find out. Either way it goes is fine with me, because we're not.
Yeah, these days,
we're just here to
post officers are wisening up to this type of thing. A lot of them, not all. But you know, a lot of post offices know we're allowed to do what we're doing already, and people, instead of asking the federal facility that they're going into whether or not we're allowed to be doing what they're doing, they just jump right to calling local police, which don't have jurisdiction. So people use calling the police as a weapon, and it's not right.
So now that I am pretty certain that the police have been called, I can't. So they basically got me stuck here.
And like AP was just saying, you know, if nobody would have given us any issues, we would have been in and out of here very quickly. But now that we know that the police have been called on us, we're not gonna run or leave or have the police chasing us around. You know, so we have to stay here now and wait for them. So people do a lot of things that are counterintuitive to what they really want. So.
Oh, here we go. We have Galveston PD pull in. Only one car. You think there's more coming?
Oh yeah.
Gotta be.
Of
right?
course. They're gonna send in that military vehicle that they had in Fort Stockton.
Yeah, right. Probably. Could be. So we have 1365207.
How's it going?
Good. How you doing?
I was filming.
Sorry?
I was out here filming.
Yes, sir.
Somebody called saying somebody was harassing somebody. I don't know.
That's what they always say.
Did
Can I just ask your name, badge number, so I know I'm speaking to?
Sure, it's Officer Tonight, badge number 616.
10. Very cool. What nationality is that? Dutch. Very cool. I was in Holland.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I've never been, but works at it.
So how can I help you today, sir?
Well, was there anybody out here that you had an argument with or something like that, or?
Not an argument, but I have people demanding to know what I'm doing, and I'm just telling them that I'm not interested in creating a disturbance and declining to have conversations with people. So I guess that gets a little frustrating for them.
Where were they at? Were they inside?
Oh, I don't know where they went. Yeah, I mean, people have come and gone. Could be inside, I don't know.
All right, well, I'm gonna go inside.
And I haven't even gone inside yet, which we will do. But yeah, I haven't even gone in yet.
Yeah, I'll see. I'll try to find out who called.
Yeah, I'll come with you. Yeah, we can figure it out.
Park my unit.
Sure. Thank you. He's going to need a complainant. You might want to speak to him. He's here. Go tell him what you did. And remember, it's all on video, so don't lie.
I'm not gonna lie.
I'd actually be interested in hearing this.
Yeah.
No, they can't post to something like that, but they can put it on YouTube or whatever else. I mean, as long as, I mean, if you're on private property and you're like, if they're from a public place, they can film pretty much whatever they want.
And you know what, ma'am? You look like a very nice woman, and I'm sorry we got off on the wrong foot.
I mean, I'd like to know why you're putting me on video. That's my thing.
Right,
That's
and
right.
my answer is,
And I understand the post office has problems, and that's why you're doing
well, no,
it.
that's not why we're doing it. I'm not interested in the post office's problems. Nobody's going to fix that. Certainly not little old me.
No,
But
nobody ever.
what I always say to people is while I'm here, I don't want to create a disturbance, so I don't want to get into these conversations. And what I said was, when I'm done, I'd be happy to explain what I'm doing to you, but just not while I'm doing what I do.
Yeah, so pretty much, I mean, there's cameras everywhere, you know, we're constantly being recorded. I mean, I'm recording here, and there's cameras everywhere, you know, so, and it's just...
I just asked.
Yeah,
And
well,
one thing, because you seem like a
nice.
nice woman, I just want to tell you, there's no nefarious activity going on. We have no ill will against anybody. There's nothing to worry
I
about.
mean, if you got something going on and it's good, maybe more power to you.
Thank you very much, ma'am. You have a wonderful day. Enjoy the sunshine.
Happy Easter, fellas.
Yeah, and I appreciate you being knowledgeable and educated.
I think people just, I don't know, intimidating.
Now, I'm not sure what it is. I'm actually I'm not even kidding. I'm still trying to figure it
A
out.
lot of people just don't understand.
If I walked by somebody filming, I wouldn't care. It's dark in here.
Yeah.
My sunglasses got tinted.
I'm gonna speak to them over there real quick. Give me 1 minute. Hey, how's it going? You jump?
One of the patients called.
Oh, okay.
One of the customers called.
Okay. Are you, so we're good here? Y'all are good?
Yes, sir. As long as they don't come in the back or pass this threshold, that's it.
Okay, too easy. Yeah, I think.
Yeah, just on that note, I can assure you, we're not interested in going in restricted areas. Public areas only.
Okay.
If there's any disturbance or anything like that, just give us a call. But as far as them doing this, and they're well within their rights.
Okay.
All right, y'all take it easy.
All right.
I guess they're already left.
Yeah, I don't know why people waste your time. I apologize for that.
Well, I think a lot of people just don't understand it. So.
Right. And that's what you know what happens if people ask me what I'm doing, inside I want to explain it to them, but I
Yeah.
know if I get in a conversation they don't appreciate, it's going to turn into a disturbance, and then I'll be the one that gets blamed for it because I have a camera in my hand. So I just tell them I'm not going to have the conversation. If
Well,
you stick around till I'm done, I'll tell you
I
A to Z
mean,
exactly.
if you have this, then you can kind of prove that there isn't any physical disturbance.
Oh, right, that's what we do. Yeah, exactly.
That's what these are good for. You know?
Absolutely, yeah. Hey, it's the objective witness that never lies.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're right.
And let me just, one thing I always say to police officers, because we travel across the country.
Oh, okay.
And we've had a lot of interactions with FBI, federal agents, police officers, sheriffs, A to Z. And I always like to ask you, what do you think you're coming across as a good police officer, so I'm including you in that group.
I appreciate that.
No, we appreciate you. And what do you think a good police officer's worst enemy is?
That's a trick question. I don't know.
No, it's very simple. It's a bad cop.
A bad cop?
Yeah, bad cops are getting good police officers hurt and killed all over this country every day.
No, I can agree with that.
So what we ask you to do is, because we value good law enforcement, we're not about to fund the police. I'm not interested in any of that. I think, as a matter of fact, I think you guys could use more money for more training and education, because we're in a very fast-changing world.
Yeah.
A lot of new guys joining the force. But yeah, there's only two things that we ask of you. We ask you to honor your oath, which is probably one of the most important things, if not the most important thing you've ever done in your life, right? And weed out the bad guys, because they're not doing you any favors. So we just ask, you're in a very good position.
I can agree with you, but
Yeah.
with these cameras, it kind of.
No, it's a rhetorical. I don't expect you to say anything.
I'm saying that they do that on their own. You know what I'm saying? In my opinion. But.
Well, no, I mean, things get covered up, and I know, I'm not asking you to answer because you're in uniform, but it's just, I just think that it's in your best interest, and you're in the best position as a police officer to police those guys. And
Out of curiosity, are y'all from Texas?
No, not from Texas. And I don't, I know you probably went to school with a lot of these guys. You probably know some of these guys that are on the force with you, maybe friends and family or whatever. So I'm not asking you to blow anybody's life up, but just have the conversation with them if you see anybody doing something that they shouldn't be doing. How you doing, officer?
All right.
Doing well.
What's going on?
Can I just ask name and badge number so I know who was here, please?
It's right there.
It's right there?
Yep.
Is that what you tell the judge? It's right there?
Yep.
What if I can't read? It's dark in here. My glasses are dark.
Sergeant VARELA.
VARELA. And badge number, sir? Which is not right there?
What's going on?
Can I get your badge number, sir?
There was a complaint that they were harassing somebody. I guess they already left.
VARELA, don't ruin a good thing, because this officer is exemplary.
Good.
Okay, so I don't want to tell you he should have your job. So can I just have your badge number, please?
Anyway,
You're not going to give me your badge.
do they?
No,
They don't have a problem with them here. Then why are we here?
I was just chatting.
Have a good day.
That's my question. And you really just don't want to give me your badge number? So
796.
Yeah, was that so hard?
No, it's
Thank
not
you, sir. I
hard.
appreciate you.
If they don't mind that they're here, then what are we here for?
Well, you gentlemen have a good day, and on a human level, sincerely, stay safe.
Okay.
And I didn't pronounce your name again, sir? Tenai. Keep an eye on this guy. He's one of the ones I was talking about.
Really?
Yes, sir.
Been doing this for quite a while. So
Well, maybe it's time to hang up the hat there, buddy.
okay. It was right there.
I certainly do. Sorry.
And that's his sergeant.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's an interesting dynamic. Unfortunately, they'll always prove you right.
That is the unfortunate part, isn't it?
It is. And I appreciate your nod and smile there.
Okay. Sorry, yeah.
No worries, take your time, do your thing.
940-553-689 523-277-338-4575.
Oh, what's he out there yelling about? Sergeant's a hothead.
And sergeant's having a fit.
Yeah. And I don't mean to give you hard times at Sarge. Yeah. I don't mean to give you a hard time.
You
here,
know
but
you
know
see
what?
my badge number right up here.
You know what? I really didn't see that. I swear to you. But you know what? I'll tell you something. Right now, there's a big gap between the citizenry and law enforcement. Part of what we do is try to close that
Why
gap.
is there a gap?
Can I just ask name and badge number so I know who was here, please?
It's right there. Why is there a gap?
Okay, so I don't want to tell you he should have your job. So can I just have your badge number, please?
Anyway,
You're not going to give me your badge number.
do they? Why is there a gap?
People hate you guys out there. Some of them love you, some of them hate you. We're trying to, you guys need some good PR.
We do.
And that's part of what we're doing, man. We're trying, I can't make you look good or bad. I can just memorialize what you choose to do, right? But we're hoping to make you guys look good and allow you to look good, because I was just telling this officer, we support good policing.
That's good.
I'm not about defund the police or any of that.
Well, that's great.
Right, so maybe today you learn, don't assume what people are doing until you know. We're here
That's
for
why
you.
I was trying to talk to you.
I'm here for you.
And you're asking me for my name and badge number, and if he's got it settled with no problem, and the post office doesn't have an issue.
But you know
with
what that
y'all
does? That just creates transparency. It creates trust when you give out your name and badge number. That's all it is. That's all it is. This is my son.
Okay.
And we've spent the last 18 months traveling the country. This is the 30th state we've been
Well,
in.
this is the thing.
We just logged
What's your name, sir?
31,000 miles. My name is Jason.
Jason.
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
Jason. And you are? Ben. Jason and Ben.
Yes, sir.
The first thing I want to do as a supervisor come here is talk to my officer and see if there's an issue, if
Yes,
there's
sir.
even a problem at all.
Yes, sir.
You see, when I said if the post office don't mind y'all are in here doing what y'all are doing,
Right.
what are we here for?
Right.
We got other things to do.
Well, then, if that's the case, then you realize you have a citizen who's not doing anything wrong, just asking you for name and badge number. So just give it out.
Okay, but you can at least let me finish asking him what's going on first.
Oh, okay. Well, if you would have said to me, let me finish speaking to my officer, and then I'll give you my name and badge number, I would have said, okay, go ahead.
Didn't I
But
say
you know
hold
what?
on a minute?
Communi-
Rewind the tape, see if I said hold on a minute.
Maybe I missed it. Communication and open dialogue
is.
solves a lot of problems, and that's all we're looking
It surely
for.
does.
Yep.
It surely does.
And this is just an exercise of rights. I think you know what we're doing.
Correct.
Right?
And you know, if people just cooperated with the police and did what they asked them to do, there wouldn't be hardly any problem.
Well, if the police could be 100% trusted, yes.
Oh, we're not trusted.
Well, you know what? I even said to this officer, this guy's exemplary. This guy is doing his job 100%, very educated, very courteous, very professional, and
that's how you got to be.
And I'll give you a 99%. You're growing. Maybe we'll get to 100. But
I guess that 1% just comes from.
But I want you to understand something. Just like there are guys walking around with cameras that are doing terrible things, there are police officers in this country walking around doing terrible things to people.
Hey,
and there
you
are
know
some
what?
wonderful police officers in this country.
You're absolutely right.
Right.
And you know what? We're people just like everybody
Absolutely.
else. You got
Yes,
good
sir.
people, you got bad
The
people.
only problem is you guys are the only ones that can police yourselves. We can't do it.
We
So
do the best we can.
What I ask you to do is honor your oath and police your own, because they're not doing you any
Definitely
favors.
do. I always have my whole career.
And I'll ask you the same question I asked tonight. Right?
Tonight.
What is your worst? A good police officer. What is a good police officer's worst enemy?
Himself.
A bad cop. Because bad cops are getting you guys hurt all over the country, and it's terrible.
Well, himself, because if you choose this profession, you have to have integrity. Doing the right thing, even when people aren't looking.
Well, some
That's
don't.
what integrity is.
Some don't.
Well, they don't belong in law enforcement.
And we're asking you to weed them out, because you guys are in the best position to do it. I hope you do.
We do.
I hope you
the
do.
police department 100%.
Because I can guarantee you what happens is you got to think these young kids especially, they have a bad experience with a police officer, right? Who could have been a tyrant, rogue cop who shouldn't be on the force. Maybe a few years later they have another experience and they're expecting the same thing. And then that creates the friction, and then it starts from there. So we always have to maintain that dialogue. We have to be able to communicate with each other,
absolutely right.
talk things out, you know, and I don't have to appreciate or understand everything you do, and you don't have to understand everything I do, but we can find that middle ground.
We sure can.
We can shake hands as men, and we can appreciate each other's right to do what we do.
Absolutely.
And go on and have a wonderful day, and that's all it's about.
Absolutely.
All right? And you came around. I'm giving you 100%. You're a good man, Varela.
All right, Jason.
All right, keep smiling.
It's
Have a
nice
good day.
meeting y'all.
Tonight,
Hey, and we always
thank
do
you.
our best to treat everybody with courtesy and respect.
Some of the guys don't. We want you to keep an eye out for them.
Well,
because you know what?
on my shift, they are.
Like I said, bad guys get the good guys hurt.
You understand? I understand
You
that.
know? Just like there's guys on YouTube that go out there and make fools of themselves and put me in a bad situation because some officers expect me to be that guy.
Yeah.
So you know we all gotta talk it out.
Them guys just want to be confrontational and get you to do something.
And I don't want that at all. I want the opposite.
Right.
I want us to walk away feeling like we accomplished something here today. Walk away as better men.
Oh yeah.
That's all it's about. All right, guys.
Well,
so
y'all
you know
have
what?
a good afternoon.
Hopefully
then.
this all gave us reason to pause and think and do better tomorrow.
Okay.
But you've done outstanding. I'm very impressed by you, and I thank you for that.
Okay. Y'all enjoy
Thank you, sir. You
Galveston
have a
while
good day.
y'all.
You're good. I'm sorry. Did I get that for you?
Oh, thank you.
Sure.
You know, a lot of the time whenever you talk to people, yeah, they definitely, you know, they're definitely pretty receptive to it.
If I needed help, I would be so happy that you showed up. And I would give you the right phone number.
What was the thing?
Daddy's burning.
Oh, yeah.
Are you now? You're probably still freezing. A little bit.
It's cold and dark in here.
Yeah.
It is cold and dark.
Good for not spreading germs and
Yeah.
save the
Sterile.
environment. And it feels like my apartment.
Now what are we going to do about the palm trees?
Oh, yeah, but all those dead palm trees.
That's a shame.
Yeah.
It is.
But it'd be good to be in the palm tree business.
If anybody's
Yeah.
going to start
Yeah.
replacing them, well, that's a
Yeah.
monumental task, right?
Yeah.
We actually came into Texas through El Paso. We've driven across the state heading east, and it's the entire state. Every palm tree you come
Yeah.
across, it's just, I mean, the vast majority of
Yeah.
them.
The green
Devastating.
birds are starting to come up through the top on a bunch of them.
I hope so, yeah.
Yeah. You see them trying to push through.
I want you guys to get your green back.
Right.
And
Well, yeah,
Oh, okay.
at the moment. But I know. I have.
I'm not.
You all online here?
yes, sir.
Okay, register it. Yeah.
Are y'all here?
77554.
I need to buy a stamp, ma'am. How are you today?
I'm fine.
Glad to hear it. Is that one of the forever stamps?
Yes, sir. Our stamps are forever.
Oh, cool. Thank you.
Please don't put the camera up here on the counter, please.
I'm not putting the camera on the counter.
You have your camera on?
Do I have it on? Yes, ma'am. It's all the lights are flashing on the front. Yeah.
I feel very threatened up here.
Oh my God. I feel very threatened. Do I seem like a threatening guy?
They need to because they're filming right on top of everything else that I have that's private stuff.
There's no private stuff in the public post office. Wow.
They want to get a new address. I'll tell them.
I'm just trying to buy a stamp and y'all can get me out of your hair.
Right.
Thank you, sir.
How many stamps?
Just one.
Okay. What's the?
Is the postmaster here?
Yes. Give me one.
So.
Okay, thank you. Appreciate
It's
you.
different because on the river property. So
Is that single address?
with the physical address?
Yeah, it's our second house, so it won't be our primary address at all.
Okay. Are y'all want to establish physical liberty there?
Yeah, I think so.
You don't have to unless, because most people.
I'll take the receipt with that, please, sir.
Okay. What
Thank
they
you.
do
Here you
is,
go.
Thank you.
change. I know some, people that come out here and they have houses, or they live in Austin, San Antonio.
I don't think I've gotten that one before.
There's people
I don't know what kind of flower that is. It's nice.
that have houses.
Alright, can you ask the question right here? How you want your receipt?
Print only.
The electricity service is confused because the address doesn't exist in the API tag.
Right here shows this
So
is
they
about
need
1
to be
cent
able
stamp.
to see
The
it in
charge
order
is
to
45 cents.
attach the
And this is the owner
electricity.
answer that pen is not
Yeah,
right.
you're saying that address.
Oh, that's okay.
I'm gonna make sure I start my survey.
Gotcha. Thank you very much. And if your postmaster or station manager is available, I'd love to have a quick conversation with either one of them.
Alright, what is it regarding with the postmaster?
I just want to make sure that this young lady doesn't need to walk around feeling threatened because we're doing something we're allowed to do here in the post office. I just want to make sure that she's made aware of what the situation is.
What is the situation that's going on?
Well, you have a poster 7 hanging up on the wall, which outlines conduct on postal property, rules and regulations of conduct on postal property, which explicitly allows us to take video inside of here. So I don't want this young lady to feel threatened. I actually feel sorry that she does feel that way.
Okay.
And I think if the postmaster just explains that to them, then that might quell their fears
It has
about
been explained to her. It's already been explained to her, but she still feels threatened at this time.
Oh, okay.
Because of the previous situation.
I don't know about any previous situation.
Exactly. But she do feel threatened at this time.
Okay, well, she's taking my video and you're actually, do you know that that's a violation of your policy? Yeah, please ask her to put her camera away, because that's a violation of your policy.
Alright, sir.
As a postal employee, you're not supposed to be taking video on your personal phone, man. So you're actually violating the
If you want to
rules.
speak, we can
That's why I
talk on
want
the
to speak to
side door.
her. Very good, thank you.
Okay. So,
So she's the one violating postal rules and regulations and worried about what I'm doing. So yeah, we're not trying to give everybody a hard time. My name's Jason, and this is my son Ben. And what we're doing is, I'm going to tell you what we're doing, just because I don't want to leave you guys worried about anything. I don't know who was here previously, but I'm not that person. What we've been doing is, for the past 18 months, we've been traveling the United States in defense of our Constitution. It's our rights that we're, so this is an exercise of rights under the First Amendment. We just come in, we buy a stamp, we document our transaction, and we leave. I'm not looking to create any disturbance. I'm not looking to scare anybody, ruffle anybody's feathers. As a matter of fact, the opposite. I'm going to leave here feeling a little upset if that young lady's upset.
she's very upset right now. She's feeling very threatened. So I will calm her down. My name is Arthur. I am the postmaster here.
Oh, you are the postmaster.
Yes,
Well,
sir.
thank you very much, Arthur. Appreciate you. And I really sincerely don't want anyone to feel upset, and I think the best way to remedy that is for you to just have the conversation with them. And if she still chooses to be upset, then that's a personal choice, and I can't, you or I can't do anything about that. But it's not our intention to ruffle anybody's feathers. I don't want to leave anybody in a bad way, and I feel like it was my obligation to come explain to you what we were doing, just to try to do whatever I could do to quell that.
Yes, sir.
And that's all it is. This is my son. I'm not
No problem.
traveling the country. We just logged 31,000 miles in 18 months driving around the country, visiting post offices, FBI's, buildings, jails, prisons. What we do is we stand up for people's rights. We go to traffic stops, make sure people's rights aren't being violated. This is what we do. We're out to protect people's rights, stand up for the Constitution, and make sure that your rights, as well as everybody else's rights, are not being violated. And the best way to do that, because rights are like muscles, if you don't exercise them, they go away.
Right.
Right?
Understandable. I got you.
But you're a gentleman, Arthur, and we appreciate you.
Appreciate you.
All right, sir. Thank you very much.
Have a good
You have a wonderful day. Thank you. How's it going?
Another day, another 35 cents.
Did they find your package?
Huh?
Did they find you?
They're calling the postal carrier to ensure that it gets to the right address.
Cool. I hope they find it for you.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Have a good day, man.
Take it easy.
Thank you. So we might as well just take a quick look around. We didn't see the inside of the post office here. We'll go out the other exit. But here are the post office boxes. Oh, we have a party going on outside.
Wow.
Yeah? So they just want to make sure we leave, but I'm going to go let them know that we don't leave until they do. So that's the way that goes.
Yeah, what happened to the more important things to do that the Sarge was talking about there?
Yeah, well, I don't know. Maybe none of them came up yet. But they're ready. They're staged and they are ready.
Have a good rest of your day.
Yes, I got some good news for you and I got some bad news for you. Good news is I got my stamp and we had a wonderful conversation with the postmaster. And I guess he feels better about what we're doing here. I always like to make sure I don't leave anybody in any kind of alert. The bad news is I can't leave until you do. Because if I leave first, it gives the appearance that you chased me off the property. So what I do is I'll wait till you guys leave. Within 30 seconds to a minute I leave. These people will never see me again.
Gotcha, bro.
All right? But I appreciate you, man. And just so you know, we did have a conversation with the postmaster.
Where y'all from?
Where are we from? You know what? I wouldn't have told you a little while ago, but I'd say Colorado.
You enjoying the weather now?
You know what? I'll tell you what. I'm originally from New York.
Hey, we got some snow.
I know you did. These poor palm trees suffered for it.
Killed us.
But I'm originally from New York. I grew up on the east end of Long Island, about a quarter mile from the beach. Then we moved to Colorado. I haven't seen the ocean in 2 years, so I'm pretending that the Gulf is the ocean because it's the first time I've seen the sea in 2 years.
I mean, it touches the ocean.
Yeah, right. That's what I'm telling myself. But it's beautiful. You know what it really is? It's fresh air. You guys got a nice little spot to live in here, and I hope you appreciate it every day.
We do.
Good. Well, we appreciate you guys. Thank you very much. But like I said, I got to stand around till you leave, so.
That's fine. We'll be getting out of here.
I'll be out here right after you. Thank you, sir.
Right.
Appreciate you.
Hey, y'all take it easy.
You too.
You too.
And stay safe out there.
You as well.
Thank you. All right, guys. So we have 1447989.
All right, so we have vehicle number 2034, plate 1447989, which is the sergeant. 1764 and 1765 here. Plate numbers 1365203 and 1365207. Well, all right, guys. You saw how that went here at the post office in Galveston, Texas. Had some triggered citizens who called the cops, and police got here. The first officer was doing fine, and the sergeant got here, and you know, he started off a little rough, but he did know that we were allowed to be here. And you know, the first thing he said when he got there was, "What are we doing here if the post office doesn't have a problem?" Which is true. What are the police doing here if no law is being broken? But hopefully everybody got educated here. We talked to the postmaster. He seemed like he knew what he was talking about. But unfortunately, some pitiful behavior from the clerks behind the counter. You know, getting all upset and going in the back and yelling and not wanting to do their job because we're taking video, even when the postmaster and the police and however many other people have told them that we're in the right and we're not doing anything wrong. But that's about it for this one, guys. So if you have any feedback for the post office or for the police, all that contact info will be in the description as usual. And that's about it for this one, guys. So if you like this video and you appreciate what we do, the best way to support the channel is to hit the like button, subscribe, comment, turn on notifications, and check out my other social medias. And check out the description. Make sure you get all that info. And that's about it for this one, guys. Watching Watchmen, out with Amagansett Press, here in Galveston, Texas. We'll see you on the next one, guys. Out.